Hey, what's up, everyone? I wanted to get into this post on ads from the Mario Kart Tour account. I feel like this post pretty much ties together well with what we've been experiencing in the video gaming industry with the constant layoffs we've been seeing, the physical disc being discontinued by Sony, the layoffs, the price increases of consoles, the price increases of digital games, also everything in between that's been going on that have been pretty much unfortunate and to our detriment as gamers. Now, this is pretty disappointing because for anyone who enjoyed this game, this is the Mario Kart Tour game. It's a mobile game that was on iOS and Android. I played the game a couple times, but I wasn't the biggest fan because I didn't like playing the game in portrait mode. I prefer to play my mobile games in landscape mode, although I don't play mobile games as much as I used to in the past. But maybe they fixed the issue. I didn't like the orientation of how you played Mario Kart Tour. But this post is really disappointing, and it starts with this: service for the Mario Kart Tour game ends on September 29th at 11 p.m. PT, September the 30th at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you for your support throughout the years. Now, that is really, really disappointing because I know it's a community of people out there who really enjoyed the game, and it's disappointing for people who spent a lot of money on the game because I remember when the game first came out, a lot of people were spending money trying to get like exclusive things in game. And this just goes to show that gaming preservation is at its lowest right now, and us as consumers, we're just pretty much leasing out these games. We don't really own them, and it's really disappointing to see because with everything going on with Sony and getting the physical disc, this just pretty much cements why people don't want to have games digital only. Now it's different because, of course, this is a mobile game that's on Android and iOS. It's not directly through, Nintendo or any other video gaming company with a storefront. But it just goes to show why things like this can't be trusted and why we need our games to still be available physically. Now, to make things worse, Nintendo has been pretty much backing away from mobile games in general because they've been making a concerted effort to somewhat phase out the games that they've created on iOS and Android because some of them have been going missing over the years, and I wasn't really paying attention because I wasn't the biggest fan of Nintendo's mobile games. But we got Mitamo, that game is gone. Dr. Mario World, I remember that game. That game is gone. Dragalia Lost. I actually did spend like a good 2 weeks playing Dragalia because I remember I was working at a run of the mill job, and it was a fun game to play when I had like free time. And then we got Mario Kart Tour now that's gone. And Nintendo is pretty much setting a bad precedent because it's like, why would you trust them to spend your money on their mobile games if they're going to like pretty much phase out these games over time? It's not really a trustworthy environment. Like, I would rather just play the games on consoles at that point. I would not trust a mobile game anymore. But it sucks because these people don't get any refunds or anything such as that. And I'm sure they spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on these games over the years, and just to be met with a discontinuation of the game service is insane. And it would be probably a little bit more tolerable if they did something like create an offline version like they did the Animal Crossing Pocket Camp game. But I don't think they announced anything like that yet, and they may probably won't, most likely. It's Mario Kart. I don't see them really doing something like that. But if they did, it would make it a lot less bad PR wise, especially with all the other things that's been going on in the gaming industry. I would just hate to be tied together with all the other cancellations that's going on. But it's seeming like it was like a rug pull in a way. Like, it feels like they just kind of took advantage of the gamers. And what makes this kind of funny, I saw this on X. I'll put it up on the screen. Uh, the I don't know if y'all know this, but it's a Garfield Kart game that's on a Switch. I believe it's on Xbox and PlayStation as well. But they made a post saying this is why Garfield Kart is better. We will not randomly kill your game license. I thought that was pretty funny because I honestly didn't know that Garfield Kart existed. I might check it out and see if I can find it on the eShop because they said that they're apparently on the Switch. I don't know if they have a mobile game, but yeah, it's pretty funny. It's always funny to see like a third party make a joke at the expense of like a first party company's IPs. I think it's hilarious. But yeah, let me know what you feel in the comments below. I think this is uh a bad thing in general for gamers because we can't really trust anything we put our money into. It's going to get to a point that I don't know. I feel like gaming is going to go stink one day. Like it's always going to be people who will buy the games digitally, but for the physical collectors, it's really interesting because I in my last video I was saying that it seems like it's the natural course of events for everything to go digital. And a lot of y'all have raised really valid points and said that that's what they want people to believe. They can continue to provide games digitally and they just honestly want to raise the amount of profit they make every year, which is why they're really trying to phase out physical games. And that makes a lot of sense. I wasn't really thinking about it from that perspective. I was just thinking about it more as a term of like, technology just progressing over time. But that makes sense. They can still provide it. They just want to raise their profits year over year. And that's a huge margin of profit that can be increased if we buy the games directly from them instead of going through the middleman, which is the retailers, the third parties. It makes a lot more sense when I think about it that way. And I'm really glad you guys brought that up. That was a really, really good conversation piece that I wasn't really even thinking of. Yeah. So let me know what you feel in the comments below about this. Do you trust gaming at this point? Is it any platforms you're just going to exclusively stay on? Are you thinking about giving up gaming altogether? Sound off in the comments below. And yeah, have a good one. And if you can, like, subscribe, comment, hype the video if you can. I appreciate your time and have a good one.